my dear students, welcome back to Prudence Coaching. Here we will start with limericks. As you know, already I have given you the line by line explanation of limericks in our channel. If you haven't yet watched that video, I will suggest you to watch that video after watching this question answer. So let us start with the reading first. There was an old man in a boat who said, "I am afloat, I am afloat." When they said, "No, you ain't," he was ready to faint, that unhappy old man in a boat. There was a young lady of Russia who screamed so that no one could hush her. Her screams were extreme. No one heard such a scream as was screamed by that lady of Russia. There was an old person of Ewell who cheaply subsisted on gruel. But to make it more nice, he inserted some mice, which refreshed that old person of Ewell, written by Lear. So let's start with the question answer. Before that, we will understand what is a limerick. Limerick is a 5-line silly poem that consists of a single stanza and a rhyme scheme, and whose subject is a short, pithy tale or description. Most limericks are comedic, some are downright crude, and nearly all are trivial in nature. Limericks were made famous by Edward Lear, a famous author who wrote the Book of Nonsense in the 18th century. This was an entire book of silly limerick. So this book was entirely a book of silly limericks. So let's start with the question answer. What happened to the old man's boat? Answer. The old man's boat was not afloat, so it was either on dry land or it sank. Next. What did the man from Ewell eat? The man from Ewell ate gruel, a type of food made from plain cereal, with mice in it. Next question. What did the lady of Russia do? The lady of Russia screamed so that no one could hush her. Next. Which limerick do you like the best? Say why. This answer is to be given by you. According to me, I like the third limerick, which is about an old person of Ewell, as I find it to be very funny and also easy to remember. Next, answer the questions about this line from the poem. When they said, "No, you ain't," he was ready to faint. What is this limerick about? This limerick is about an old man in a boat who thinks he is afloat but isn't. Next, what does "no, you ain't" mean? Write out what is meant in a full sentence in standard English. "No, you ain't" means "no, you are not." Next, why was he ready to faint? He was ready to faint, perhaps because he was shocked that he was not afloat. Next, can you write the rhyming scheme for the limericks? The first one has been done for you below. So first one, as you can see, there was an old man in a boat who said, "I am afloat, I am afloat." When they said, "No, you ain't," he was ready to faint, that unhappy old man in a boat. So here boat is matching with afloat. So this one is A. Next we have ain't, which is not matching with boat and float. So we have given it to be B. Next we have faint. Here ain't and faint are rhyming words. So here both are written as B. Next we have boat. Here boat, afloat and again boat are rhyming words. So they are marked with A. So A, B, A is the rhyming scheme of the first one. So like this we need to do it for the second one. There was a young lady of Russia who screamed so that no one could hush her. Her screams were extreme. No one heard such a scream as was screamed by the lady of Russia. So here Russia and hush her are the rhyming words. So A. Next we have extreme. That is not a rhyming word as Russia and hush her. So it is written as B. Next we have scream. Scream and extreme are rhyming words, so marked with B. Next we have Russia, which is again a rhyming word with Russia, has, her and Russia. So A, B, B, A is the rhyming scheme here. Next, there was an old person of Ewell who cheaply substituted on gruel. But to make it more nice, he inserted some mice, which refreshed that old person of Ewell. So here Ewell and gruel are the rhyming words, so marked as A. Next we have nice, which is a separate one, so we have marked it with B. Nice and mice are the rhyming words, so it is marked as B again. Next we have Ewell, which is the rhyming word as Ewell, gruel, Ewell. So here A. So A, B, B, A is the rhyming scheme here. So what we get to know is, so the rhyming scheme for all the limericks is A, B, B, A, as I have discussed in the starting of the video. Now you need to count the number of syllables in each line. Copy the limericks into your notebook and mark each line like this. Before starting, you must know what is a syllables. Syllables means, as you say, for example, count, you can just tell it in a single tone. Now, if you tell number means you are using two syllables. Note, book, note is one syllable, book is another syllable. Limiricks means three syllables you are using. Similarly, here there is one syllable, was is another, and old man in a boat. So here total we have 8 syllables. Next, who said. So here who is one, said is another, I am afloat, so 8 syllables here also. Next we have when they said no you ain't, here we have 6 syllables. He was ready to faint, here we have 6 syllables. That unhappy old man in a boat, here we have 9 syllables. Next you can see in the next one, there was a young lady of Russia, 9 syllables, who screamed so that no one could hush her, 9 syllables. Her screams were extreme, 5 syllables. No one heard such a scream is 6 syllables. Here we have 6 syllables. As was screamed by that lady of Russia, 10 syllables. Next we have there was an old person of Ewell, 9 syllables, who cheaply substituted on gruel, 9 syllables. But to make it more nice, here we have 6 syllables. But to make it more nice, here we have 6 syllables. He inserted some mice, 6 syllables, which refreshed that old person of Ewell, 10 syllables. So like this you are going to count the syllables here. Next we have match the following. All is well that ends well. Cut your coat according to your cloth. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Look before you leap. A stitch in time saves 9. If you want the detailed explanation of this proverbs, then you just comment below. I will just give you a video of this one separately. Next we have learning about language. Here you need to write the present participle, simple past tense and past participle of the verbs. Begin, began, begun. Blow, blew, blown. Break, broke, broken. Bring, brought, brought. Next we have buy, bought, bought. Catch, caught, caught. Come, came, come. Next we have drive, drove, driven. Fight, fought, fought. Find, found, found. Play, played, played. Fly, flew, flown. Give, gave, given. Go, went, gone. Hear, heard, heard. Hit, hit, hit. Learn, learnt or learned, learnt. Put, put, put. Read, read, read. Say, said, said. See, saw, seen. Sell, sold, sold. Send, sent, sent. Sut, sut, sut. Suit, sought, sought. Sing, sang, sung. Sleep, slept, slept. Smell, smelt or smelled, smelt. Sand, stood, stood. Steal, stole, stolen. Swim, swam, swum. Teach, taught, taught. Tell, told, told. Think, thought, thought. Write, wrote, written. Use 5 of the past participle from the those above in the sentence of your own. So you need to choose any past participle from here and you need to write it in your own sentences. Seen. I have seen him before. Given. Intensive care is given to the seriously ill. Stolen. I had my wallet stolen from my inner pocket. Written. This book is written in simple English. Begun. The vegetables have begun to decay. So my dear students, with this we come to the end of this particular video. If you find the content of this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with your friends to get more videos like this. And my dear students, for any detailed explanation of any chapter, you comment below and join our Telegram channel to directly communicate with our expert faculties, the link of which will be given in the description box. Bye bye students, have a nice day, see you in the next class.